welcome back to Building with the Boys. I'm Scott, this is Oscar, and this is a special edition Oscar Loves Lego. What have we got, Oz?
Today we're back with third video of the Lego blind bags, and this is the Muppets.
The Muppets. So we went digging for Muppets today. Muppets were released officially last night, and we went digging for Muppets. We weren't able to get all 12 Muppets.
We only got 11.
Well, 11 Muppets. Now, not because we got duplicates or anything like that. We literally could not find a Bunsen.
No, he was just... Basically, what we think is that he was at the back of the box, so he was put
and ended up on the front of the pegs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the store we went to didn't have many of these out at all. Pretty much a case of them, and that was it.
It was just, I'd say, about one box.
Yeah. So the ones that we found the most of were Gonzo and Animal.
Yeah.
We found a lot. What we're assuming is Gonzo and Animal. We haven't actually opened these yet. We're assuming that we got 11 without any duplicates, but we're going to start opening them in a minute. But we know we couldn't find a Bunsen. Now, Bunsen is fairly unique because it's got a round head.
And a chemical flask.
And a chemical flask, and we just could not find him. Now, there are ones that felt like him.
He's the hardest to find. As we was on our way to the shop, Dad said, yeah, I'm not so keen on finding Bunsen.
Bunsen is going to be the toughest to find, but it wasn't that he was tough to find, it's that he wasn't there. Where we went, he just was not there. We found the one that feels the most like Bunsen, if you're doing the bag feel, is
the old men.
Yeah, is Waldorf.
Yeah.
It's got a head very similar to Bunsen's. But so every time we feel that round head and be like, well, that might be him, we'd then find the tile that Waldorf is carrying, and Bunsen doesn't come with that, and we knew it wasn't Bunsen. So he's the only one we couldn't find. But we have got 11 of the 12 Muppets we are going to be able to show you today. And as soon as we've got Bunsen will feature on an upcoming episode of Oz Loves Lego. So, what will you get with your minifigures? It's very nice. They've kind of got the Disney Plus style poster of the Muppets. It's got the new Muppets logo on there rather than the old Muppet Show. It's just the Muppets rather than the Muppet Show. There are 12 characters in this. Now, all of these are old school Muppets. There are no new Muppets. So there's no Walter, it's
just like Kermit.
It's original cast Muppets. So it's some really...
Swedish Chef.
Yeah, it's some really old Muppets. You don't get Pepe the Prawn or Rizzo or...
I don't even know who these characters are.
There you go. You don't get those. You don't get any Walter or Clifford. None of that. In this one, it's just core Muppets. There are, I'd say, a couple of glaring omissions from this. There is no Scooter. He is sort of paid tribute to in this set, but there's no Scooter. I found that a little bit weird. There's no Dr. Teeth, but there is a Janice. Now, the reason I think they put Janice in here is because what the Muppets is severely lacking is female characters. I mean, with the exception of Miss Piggy, there pretty much aren't any other women in the Muppets. So I'm assuming
I think that's why they did Petunia Pig in the Looney Tunes.
Definitely. I'm assuming that's why they've sort of crowbarred Janice in here, because I'll be honest with you, I would have preferred a Dr. Teeth.
I don't know who that is.
Dr. Teeth's the head of the band. So Animal and
Animal
Animal and Janice. Animal's just the drummer. So Dr. Teeth was the head of the band. It was Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem. So they're missing. Yeah, Dr. Teeth's missing from this. So he's another fairly glaring omission. There are others as well I would like to have seen that aren't here. No big hitters, I'd say. I'd say the biggest kind of hitters are here with the exception of Scooter. But
Kermit's a big hitter.
Kermit's a big hitter, and he's here. Now, if this sells well, I'm sure they could do a second series of these, because you could have a Dr. Teeth. You could put Scooter in it next time. You could put Robin in here by using the child legs for him.
What's Robin going to do in the Muppets? I thought he was Batman's sidekick.
No, you're thinking of something else.
Oh.
So this is me showing my age and the kid not showing his age. But there are a bunch. I mean, I would like to see a Pepe the Prawn. I'd like to see a Rizzo. I'd like to see, do you know what would be badass? I'd like to see Christmas Muppets. Do the Muppet Christmas Carol in minifigures, man. That would be sweet. I'd like that.
Imagine getting like...
That would be sweet.
Kermit as, what's his face?
Bob Cratchit.
Yeah, Bob Cratchit.
If they did a Christmas set of these, man, of the Muppet Christmas Carol, take my money.
Gonzo as the narrator. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
And he comes with that little rat thing.
Rizzo, yeah.
Yeah, Rizzo.
Take my money. Take my money. So yeah, what we're going to do is we got 11 of these to get through. So we're not going to know what they are until you know what they are. So we're going to pop the bags open, dump them out, put them together, take a look at them at the end. We'll have a wrap up of what we've got.
Yes.
Okay, so we popped our first one open. Let's see who it is that we've got. We have got
Kermit.
That's a hell of a start.
Yeah. Now, Kermit in this comes with his rainbow.
He does. He comes with a little rainbow piece, the Rainbow Connection.
Yeah, because he's in that band, isn't he?
And he also comes with
his banjo.
His banjo, so he can play Rainbow Connection. That's a very nice one. How are his legs? Has he got the teenage legs?
Yeah,
or has he
the
got...
teenage legs.
So he's got kind of the teenage legs. So they're not the smallest legs.
Adult legs.
But he's got some do have adult legs, but not Kermit. Kermit's got the teenage legs. So that's Kermit. So let's bring up another one. Let's see who we got. Right, slice this bad boy open. Right, let's see who we are dealing with in number 2. Number 2 we have...
Who's it?
Piggy! That's man! that's amazingly...
that's just luck.
Appropriate, yeah.
Oh, I quite like this figure.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that is a cool figure.
So there we go. There's Miss Piggy with her...
Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy magazine.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring up another one. Here we go.
Janice.
Janice?
Is her head still in the back? Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I wasn't so keen on finding this one in the shop. I didn't think I was going to be able to get it. Because she hasn't got a lot going on.
I quite like it, you know.
It's a good figure. I
think it is. I think Janice has got a very unique look. She is a very memorable Muppet as Muppets go. It's not like she's a no one.
As well, I wasn't keen on finding her because I was like, oh, she's going to be hard to find.
She's got a very similar piece to Kermit.
She's got the guitar. Okay, here's bag number 4. Oh, I think it's Fozzie. Yeah, it's Fozzie.
Fozzie Bear.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so Fozzie comes with
Fozzie,
a banana and a mic stand.
Oh, some of the stuff is still in this bag.
So we can put this mic stand together.
Some pieces are missing.
Oh, you can make 2 mic stands here then.
Yeah.
They come with 2 microphones? Yeah.
There's Fozzie with the actual banana.
There's Fozzie with his mic because he does his stand-up comedy.
Oh yeah, he does. Those are spare bits, which I find pretty cool.
So that's pretty sweet. You get a spare microphone rod there. Okay, let's see who we have at number 5.
Let's open up the next bag. Bag number 5. It's
Swedish Chef.
Swedish Chef. No one understands what he's saying.
Burgy, burgy, hurgy, burgy. Okay, you put him together. I'll put this tomato together. Now he does come with. Those of you who remember the show, he does come with one of the talking talking fruit and vegetables. He comes with talking tomato. So he'll hold the tomato, won't he?
Yeah. That's cool. That is really cool.
That is a cool one. And he comes with a spare whisk. You're going to start moving down here, fellas. Okay, so number 6.
Opening bag 6.
Here we go.
It's
Statler.
Statler, yeah.
So you will see, if you put Statler together, I'll sort this laptop out. Yeah. So Statler comes with a laptop because he has moved forward. So not only do they heckle the Muppets now from the stand, but they also troll them on the internet.
Like in real life.
Yeah.
So
they have moved with the times. Now what you can see is on this laptop, you can see Scooter. So they do pay
Scooter.
Yeah, they do pay a homage to him. But Scooter's obviously dealing with the Muppets PR, and Statler is razzling him online. So there's Statler over there.
With his laptop.
With his laptop. Okay, who we got next? If this is Waldorf, that's too freaky. Damn! That's too crazy.
That got real.
So he comes with a cup and saucer, but I've just noticed we've got enough spare parts where we've got enough for 2. Now, as nice as that is, it does make blind bag searching a bloody nightmare when you find 2 of these. So there's his tile as well.
Zzz. Oh, because don't they hold those things up when they're watching the
Yeah.
Muppets play? Because
So
it's
that's
fun.
Waldorf and Statler together. That was freaky that they came out at the same time. And we got a spare cup for him as well.
That's
So
cool.
here we go with number 7.
Yeah.
So who we got left? This is either going to be
Rolf, Beaker,
Rolf, Gonzo, Beaker,
and Animal.
Animal.
Okay,
Here
who
we
do
go.
you think this is going to be?
I reckon Rolf.
I think it's Animal.
Go on then. Rolf.
How do you know, bruh?
I'm just so good. So Rolf comes with a little bust of...
Music.
Yeah, I think it's Mozart. So we're going to... It's Beethoven. So we're going to... There we go.
Oh, I like how they put the face prints on. I like the fact that they put face prints on the real Lego
No,
heads.
did I just see that? Or did Rolf have... I don't know. Okay, Rolf is one headpiece, right? So there's Rolf. And we're going to pop him over there. Okay. Now, move on to number... What's this? 8 or 9?
Yeah, number 8.
Number 8. And we've got...
Beaker.
Beaker!
Beaker's
Beaker's just a fan favourite, man.
And then there's something
Yeah.
in the bag. Yeah, I enjoy Beaker.
Beaker's funny as
Whenever
well.
I've watched something of the Muppets, he's always there.
They've
getting
just
blown up.
they've caught him so well in this minifig as well because he just looks terrified.
Look how scared he
He
looks.
just looks horrified.
I remember when we were in the shop, there was only one Beaker.
We
there.
did only find one Beaker. No Bunsens, but we found a Beaker. So this has got to either be Gonzo or Animal, right?
Yeah. It's Gonzo.
Gonzo. Gonzo the Grey. It comes with Camilla. So you do get Gonzo's...
Camilla.
The love of Gonzo's life is chicken Camilla. We found a lot of Gonzos.
Yeah, there was quite a few.
And then finally, so this has got to be Animal.
Yeah.
Now Animal comes with a little drum kit build, doesn't he?
Yeah. There should be one on the sheet on how to build it. So
Wow, there's a lot going on here then.
Yeah, there should be on the back on how to build it. If you want to build the drum kit.
Yeah, stick that together.
There is that.
Right, okay.
Oh, Animal has a lot going on.
Yeah, Animal, even though he's easy to find in the sets, at the same time, it can be quite difficult because some of his pieces match pieces of other people.
Yeah.
So it gets a little,
Wasn't Animal the first one we found? Or was it the one of the old men?
it was one of the old men. It was one of the old men. Right, let's put this drum kit together. Right, so we need this. I mean, there's so many pieces to this. You get quite. I mean, this is quite unusual for a minifig that you get what's essentially this little build. I know they've done it before, but this is a surprising amount of stuff. All right, so like that. Yeah, I mean, there's Technic pieces and everything in here.
But I like the idea he came with a drum kit.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. This symbol as well is nice in this gold.
Do you know what I've noticed lately? They've started using the Harry Potter ones for more stuff.
Yeah.
Because at first, the first appearances of them was Harry Potter sets. And now they're just going to start
now it's
using them
popping up and
more.
everything. So there is Animal's drum kit. That is never going to stand up, man.
I'm never going to stand
It's not. Oh, he says. So there we go. There's Animal's drum kit all built.
Comes with quite a few spare bits as well, so that's nice.
That's pretty sweet. Right, we'll have a quick chat and then we're going to go through these Muppets one by one and have a proper look at them. We managed to get 11 with no duplicates, which is a nice thing. But again, just couldn't find that Bunsen. When we get him, we'll get him.
Yeah.
So we've not gone into him yet. We've not looked at him. We've literally come from cutting to there to here. First impressions, Oz, which one's standing out to you?
Kermit so far.
Kermit does look pretty
Kermit,
sweet.
yeah.
Beaker, for me, is winning this by a country mile.
He just looks so terrified.
Beaker, they've really caught him. He looks absolutely horrified. Fozzie's looking good as well. He's catch my eye quite a lot. Swedish Chef is looking pretty nice. This is a decent set. This really is. I think these all look amazing.
Sweet, yeah.
These all look really good. There's not a bad one. I mean, even Statler and Waldorf, I mean, they're not...
Even though it was really freaky when we opened them.
That was weird.
They're still cool.
The one thing I'll say for Waldorf, there's not a lot going on that print. We'll come into that when we look at him. Even Janice looks good. These all look good.
Yeah.
Piggy, I think... I don't know.
Her face looks a bit off.
Yeah, I think Piggy's a little off. Well,
But I think the reason they did that is to make it look like she's wearing makeup.
Is that what you think?
Yeah, I think they should have done like the same pig style they did for Porky or Petunia.
Let's have a look. We'll go through them one by one. So we're going to go through all of them and tell you what we think, give you a proper look at them. Okay, so here's Kermit. And you can see he comes with his rainbow piece and his banjo.
Yeah.
Let's look at the back of Kermit. Again, there's not a lot going on with him. I mean, he's got his...
It's not that good of a... Well, it's a great character.
To capture the character, I think they've nailed it. I think he looks really good.
With the prints, though, there's not a lot going on. With his teenage green legs, it's just no print. And with his belly and back, there's only the, mask print.
They've caught his eyes well. I'll tell you, and they've caught his tongue well as well. I mean, they've got the tongue on there. I think it's a really nice one. I think they've nailed it on that Kermit. I think that's pretty sweet. Now we're going to look at Piggy.
So this is Piggy.
This is Piggy. Now, the one thing I'll say, she does seem to have a shiny face, and the eyes don't seem great. I mean, you can clearly see us, Miss Piggy.
Yeah, you can tell.
So, as a capture of the character, yeah. But, I don't know, man.
Who's winning for you so far?
Kermit's winning for me. Yeah. Kermit's winning by a mile for me. I mean, there's nice print on his wrist. You can see the bangles there done in metallic.
I think they've still, out of the figures, they've done
She's
a really
not bad.
They've done a good job.
They have. Her. She's not bad by any means, but
they should have.
I don't know. There's something not sitting right with it when I look at it for me. I don't know what it is, but anyway, next we're going to take a look at Janice. So here's Janice. I mean, they have just nailed it again. Janice looks like Janice. I mean,
like
she's got
the hat.
Yeah, and she's got the whole. You can see she's got the sandals on. So they've got the kind of surfer chick, California vibe that Janice always embodied. Nice hat. She just great lipstick on her. She looks good. I like her.
The face
I mean, again, as a character that I think no one's favourite Muppet is Janice, but I think they've nailed it. The guitar looks nice. I think she's good. She's a good looking minifig. Next, we're going to take a look at Fozzie.
This is Fozzie.
Here's Fozzie. He's looking slightly alarmed, is the one thing I'll say about Fozzie.
Maybe it's because there's a banana and he slips on banana peels.
He looks good. I mean, the only, and it's a very minor criticism, is you can barely see the spots on his neckerchief. I mean, he had a fairly famous red and white spotted neckerchief.
Oh, really?
You can barely see the red spots on that. He's got this nice fur print on the back. The texture on the back of the head's nice. They've got his hat right. It's cool
just
that
a good character.
Do you know what I would have preferred to see him come with? Whoopee cushion. 90% of his jokes are about whoopee cushions. A little whoopee cushion would have been cool, I think, to go with him. But I can't fault it. I think they've caught Fozzie well. If you looked at that, you'd know it was Fozzie Bear. And I think they've done a nice job with that one. Next, we're going to look at Swedish Chef. Spurgy, plurgy, herky, plurgy, herky. There's Swedish Chef. And they've nailed him. I mean, he just
looks like the Swedish
he looks
Chef.
like the Swedish Chef. He really does. The little tomato that he's got with the face, I think, is a gorgeous little thing. The hat looks good. I mean, there's not a lot going on his print. The sleeves are nice.
I like the uniform.
The uniform's pretty cool. I mean, you can see at the back where his apron's tied up. I take it back. I think the print's actually quite good. His hair looks great at the back as well, popping out from this.
The hat is nice.
The hat, I think he's a good one. I think of the ones we've looked at so far,
he's a good one.
He's winning it for me. He's currently my number one.
Is he because he's your favourite Muppet or something?
No, he really isn't. I just think they've nailed that minifig. I just think that is a cool looking minifig. I think
Spurgy,
and they've absolutely nailed him. Next, we're going to take a look at Statler. Here's Statler. There's not a lot you can say about Statler. Statler comes with, as I said, the laptop. We got Scooter. He's talking garbage over social media about the Muppets. And here he is. Now, there is very little going on in this print. I mean, you can kind of see the jacket is printed on there, and it's a dark jacket with dark print. Nothing going on the back. So he does look fairly plain, but that's kind of how the character looks.
Dad, be careful. He might go trolling.
He might go trolling me, that is true. But I mean, he won't be the first, and he probably ain't going to be the last. But they have, the head is looking good.
The
I mean,
head
it's
is good. I mean,
really
I like the
detailed.
double chin.
Yeah, it's really looking cool. And they have really caught the character there. It is a very nice looking head mold on him. It really is. Next, we're going to talk about his mate, Waldorf. Here's Waldorf, and again, I mean, they've really caught him. The eyes on these look fantastic. They've caught him well. His suit is a lot more detailed than Statler's. But it is, I mean, again, there's nothing going on in the leg prints. He has got his head sign and his cup of tea there. Needs to keep him awake whilst watching the Muppets. I will say this though, they hate the show so much. Why'd they go every week?
Exactly. That's what Kermit should say to them.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
mouth off.
Well, yeah, it's like, fellas, if you hate it so much, maybe turn up to a couple of meetings, you know, submit some ideas, get involved, like, you know what I mean? But that's where they are. Anyway, I like him. I think he is a good-looking minifig. The eyes look great on this one. The tash and the hair look good. The ears look good. They've nailed him. I think he looks really good.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to take a look at Gonzo. Here is Gonzo, and Gonzo is hectic.
He's just a weirdo.
You can see he is just a weirdo. So he's got the chili pepper shirt. He's got the polka dot tie. He's got a very unique print on his legs. But he's looking... You want a side view of Gonzo? Because you want to get that schnoz in shot. Look at that nose. They've absolutely nailed him there.
I always thought he was a bird, but no, he's just a weirdo.
He's just a weirdo.
And I don't think that chicken print's ever been around because it goes, the red print, it goes around the eyes.
It's a nice Camilla chicken here. So he's got his chicken Camilla. He had to come with that. Again, I'd like to see another series of these where we get like Gonzo in his stunt outfits. That'd be cool. But yeah, they have nailed that character. He looks really good. This is Rolf. Now, believe it or not, Rolf is the oldest of the Muppets.
Really?
Yep. Rolf was around before Kermit.
So he should be the leader of the Muppets,
well,
not Kermit.
Rolf was, before the Muppets, Jim Henson's act, he's the man who created the Muppets, was a bit more adult. And Rolf used to tell quite naughty jokes on late night television.
Yes.
And then the Muppets came along and cleaned up his act. Anyway, Rolf has got sheet music with him. He's also got this bust. He's just great looking. I mean, again, there's not a lot going on with Rolf's print. It's just a brown print. But that's, that is Rolf. His ears look great. His nose looks great. He's always been a favourite character of mine, Rolf.
He's funny.
He is funny. And again, I think they've just caught him. There's not a lot to Rolf. So there's not a lot to Rolf. But he looks great. He really does. I think they've got him bang on. Next, we're going to take a look at everyone's favourite mad drummer, Animal. There he is as Animal. Now, you can see Dr. Teeth on this drum kit because you can see his gold tooth. Drum kit's a nice little build. It really is. I mean, again, it's not vital. I don't think you need the drum kit with Rolf, with Animal, but it works. But let's take a look at Animal himself. So,
it's a really cool print.
You can see he's got his rope belt.
A rope belt.
The one thing he is missing, chains. Typically, Animal has a chain around his neck. Well, he's got the wrist cuffs, but typically, Animal wears a chain around his neck because he's kept on a leash like an animal. But he ain't got it.
If we take his head off quickly, I just took his body off. That looks like a chain there.
No, that's a necklace. He hasn't got it. He does not have the chain. I'm sure there's a reason they don't want Muppets with stuff around their neck. But yeah, I mean, that is a fairly glaring omission from Animal. Now, there's nothing stopping you from getting one of your chains.
He kind of looks like a happier red version of Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this Animal. I thought he was going to be one of my favourites, but I don't think he is. I think he looks...
I thought he had red skin.
No, he's always been orange skin, but I mean,
Then why's he got the red face?
Because that's hair.
That's hair?
Yeah, it's hair. That's all like hair and beard and stuff. I think I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. I thought he was going to be one of my favourites, and I don't think they've completely captured him.
No.
I think he looks okay. I think, I don't know. He's not. Yeah, I thought he was going to be my favourite, and he really isn't. But he's not bad by any means. I mean, he's clearly animal. But I think the chain missing is an issue for me. And the head, I don't know, something seems a bit too fat about that head and a bit too round. But yeah, it is animal. But I don't know. I think he's a little bit of a letdown for me. And then finally, we're going to look at Beaker. Beaker, just absolutely terrified of what's about to happen to him.
If only we had Bunsen here.
You can see there he's got his remote control.
I'm surprised he considers Bunsen his friend. What if Bunsen purposely...
This head mold is awesome. Now, I think originally, I think a lot of people thought this was going to be like Pencilhead from that Batman series. But no, it's not. Look at this. Look at the mouth on Beaker there. Come on, they've absolutely nailed that. It's just a funny look. But I think as just to capture the character, that one nails it. They have absolutely captured everything about Beaker there. They really have. His hair looks great. He just looks really good. And I think they've nailed it.
I like the remote control as well.
I do as well. We're going to wrap up. We're going to tell you who our top 3 are from these and who our bottom 3 are. For the 11th that we've got. Now, naturally, we don't have Bunsen. So Bunsen could easily take our top spot, or he could easily take our bottom spot. We've not seen him, so we don't know. But we will get him. We'll get him in the next couple of days. Because there are other places we can go. We were only able to visit one store today. We wanted to show you what we got rather than wait, because we don't know. Maybe we'll never find a Bunsen. But
we might. It might be like a stroke of luck with like what happened with Sylvester.
Yeah, we had this with the last one of the Looney Tunes ones. We couldn't find a Sylvester, and we went into a store
and we went into Asda.
It was Asda, and they had one bag on the shelf.
It was hidden as well. It was hidden. It
was tucked behind something else. We found one bag, and it happened to have a Sylvester in it. It was a pure fluke, but we were lucky. So, my bottom 3, for me, it's got to be. My bottom is going to be Piggy. I just don't think...
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something not... I don't know. There's something not connecting with it for me. When I look at them all lined out like that, she doesn't stand out at all. And as Miss Piggy, she should kind of stand out. And she doesn't really. It just doesn't... There's not enough going on with it. There's something weird about the eyes. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something odd about the face. There's something not right there. She is dead bottom. Narrowly missing the bottom place, I would say, is Animal. I think too much is missing from him. The chain's not there. I don't know. There's something not right about it. I don't know what it is. I think the head's not got enough shape to it.
It just looks weird to me.
Yeah, his head ain't got the shape to it. The chains are missing. I don't know. The drum kit's a nice inclusion, but I genuinely thought he was going to be in my top 3, and he's actually my bottom 3. And then, unfairly in the bottom 3, but I mean, it was a toss-up between this and one other, and the only reason this one's going in here is because of the character. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with the minifig, but I've got to put Janice in my bottom 3, because I just think the fact that we've got a Janice, but we haven't got a scooter, nah. So that's a thumbs down for me for that one. I mean, I don't. I get this whole thing. Well, we haven't got any women in the collection. You ain't got any people in the collection, really. I mean, you've got a bear, a dog, a weirdo, whatever the bloody hell Beaker is, a frog. Miss Pig is a pig, for Christ's sake. I don't think we need to worry about that too much. And I don't think I don't think it would deter little girls from buying these. And I don't think it would deter little boys from buying these if there were 4 or 5 more female characters in here. But I think shoehorning a character in, because that is what they've done. When there are others that could have been in here, Dr. Teeth should have been here. I would put literally there were 2 more members of the band I would have put in over Janice. I would have put in Zoot over Janice, and I would have put in Dr. Teeth over Janice. I would have put in Rizzo over Janice. I would have put Pepe in over Janice. Scooter over Janice. I would even put Clifford in over Janice.
Who's Clifford?
Clifford, here's another
Big
one.
red dog.
No, Walter. I would have.
I
wouldn't have put Walter in over Janice. I would have kept Janice. I like Janice. I mean, again, if this was series 2 and Janice was in there, I'd be fine with it. But it's not. I just think her being there has took away from someone else being there.
I don't think I've ever seen a Muppet thing with her in.
You have. You just don't remember it.
Is she in Christmas Carol?
Who's your bottom 3?
My bottom 3 have to be at the bottom. Statler.
Statler.
Yeah, Statler.
Why Statler?
The body print is
just not enough going on the body print. It just looks blue, doesn't it? You can't make out that suit. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. He was nearly in my bottom 3.
And next is Miss Piggy.
Same reasons?
Yeah, practically.
Yeah.
And Animal. He just looks really off.
There's something odd about him. I don't know what his head looks almost like a ball.
It's not that. It's just I don't see it. His head doesn't match his skin.
Yeah, there's a lot. You don't really get any of the orange of Animal on the
orange and red.
Red. Then I mean the nose as well sort of disappears in with the fur of it. I don't know. Again, I think it's a misfire. Who's your top 3?
My top 3 have to be Kermit.
Kermit.
Beaker. And Gonzo.
Gonzo. Who's your number 1?
Number 1 is Kermit.
Nice. My top 3 are going to be Beaker, Swedish Chef.
Swedish Chef was tied with mine. It was either him or Gonzo.
And Gonzo.
Yeah.
My number 1 is Beaker. I think they have just nailed that. I really do. He's a funny character, but I mean, ignoring the kind of personal feelings about the character, I think as an embodiment, they have nailed him. I mean, the way the mouth's open, the look of horror on his face, everything about him, I think absolutely, bam, that is on the money. Who's your number 1?
I told you. Kermit.
Kermit's your number 1. Oh, yeah, of course he is. He is a good one. I mean, again, so this is Oscar's number 1 in Kermit, and this is my number 1 in... Beaker.
Not bad.
But these are in shops now. Now, these are going to be around until about, what do we reckon, about July?
That's 2 months away. Yeah, probably.
They tend to stick around for about 2 to 3 months. Yeah. I mean, after that, you're going to start having problems. So if you want a full set now, is very much the time to go and get them.
Before they're sold out.
Before they're sold out. Now, field guides are all over the internet, so we're not going to give you another one. But
we
would.
All over the internet.
They're all over the internet. You can get ones from there. It really is as simple as every one of these has got at least one unique piece. You find that unique piece in the bag, you know exactly which one's in the bag.
Mm-hmm. And I kept finding the old man because I felt his laptop.
Yeah, I felt his laptop a bunch of times. But that's it for now. So that's it for the Muppets. We will get Bunsen, and when we do get Bunsen,
we'll feature him in
we'll feature him in another Oslo's Lego. We'll lump him in with somebody else, and we'll have a retrospective of the Muppets, and we'll put Bunsen in the lineup so you can see him with the other Muppets. But yeah, so out of 10, what are you giving this set as a whole? This theme as a whole, this set as a whole?
9.
A 9. And would you like to see a second series of these?
Depending on what it's about. If it's like lesser characters that not people know.
What if it was a movie? What if they did the Christmas Carol?
If it was the Christmas Carol, I'm all in for that idea. Yeah. But I would much prefer something else like a Looney Tunes series or another one or another Marvel series.
Do you know, I'd like to see Nickelodeon.
Yeah, imagine having a SpongeBob.
They did do, I mean, SpongeBob exists. There was SpongeBob Lego sets. You can't get SpongeBob minifigure, but...
They weren't that good, though.
I'd like to see some of the Nickelodeon, some of the old school Nickelodeon characters.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, and I think that could be pretty sweet. I'd like to see a Nickelodeon theme run. And there's a lot of other ones they could do, man. I'd love to see. I want to see a second series of Marvel.
Yes, because those ones were good. I mean,
they are up on the channel. If you haven't seen the one of the Marvel blind bags, that is available. You go look through the Oslo's Lego playlist. You will find the complete blind bag unbagging of all 12 that were in that set, and there were some gorgeous ones in there. There really were.
My top favourite of that one is Captain America Falcon.
Zombie.
No, the Falcon.
Oh, the Falcon. Yeah, that was a pretty cool one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your favourite?
I think the Captain America zombie.
Yeah, the Captain America. I just think they nailed it with the Captain
They
America
really did.
figures. Yeah.
They really did. And you get an alligator Loki.
yeah, that's cool. That is really
What's not
cool.
to love? Anyway, that's about all for this one. We're going to go enjoy the rest of our bank holiday. And we will see you on the next one. In a world where we can be anything at all, what we're going to be?
Kind.
We're going to be kind. And we will see you next time.